Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah. The Jungle Book. So The Jungle Book is yet another remake of the classic story of Mowgli. He's a kid who was raised by wolves in the jungle. He's about 10 years old now, and he's living his life, he's happy, he's fine, but then Shere Khan comes onto the scene, and he's got a grudge against mankind and says, okay, we all got this truce right now in the jungle, everyone's living their lives and no one's killing each other. When this truce is over, that kid is gonna die in my jaws. So Mowgli's caretaker Bagheera is like, okay, now I'm gonna escort you to the man village where you will be safe. And now we have our Jungle Book movie. A movie that everyone seems to be having a pretty good time with. And to be honest, I thought this movie was good, but I did think that there were some things that fell flat. First of all, the characters. Some worked for me, some did not work. Ben Kingsley as Bagheera I thought was perfect. Idris Elba as Shere Khan I loved. In fact, he was really good as Shere Khan. I think he was probably the best performance in the movie. Now, Bill Murray as Baloo, I didn't hate him, but I didn't really like him either. Look back to the original 1967 animation that everyone knows and loves. You remember Phil Harris's Baloo from that movie? That dude was the best! Well, it's a doobity-doo. I mean a doobity-doo. I mean a doobie 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 dee doo. He was fun, he had energy, he was laid back and easygoing like Bill Murray's Baloo in this movie, but he was also energetic and he knew when it was time to party. Bill Murray's Baloo, like I said, he is laid back and easygoing, but that's it. He had none of the fun energy that I really loved about Phil Harris's Baloo, and that really let me down. Also, Christopher Walken as Louie was so different from King Louie in the original animation voiced by Louis Prima. I really don't like what they did with King Louie in this movie, because they made him all dark and ominous and villainous almost, which again is the complete opposite of his character in the original animation. He was more fun and energetic. And Kaa was like one of the characters I was looking forward to the most in this movie because I felt that casting Scarlett Johansson was perfect. Kaa is in the movie for like 5 minutes. That's it. There's only one scene with Kaa, and I love the scene. It's a great scene, but, I mean, Kaa's in a lot more of the original animation than she was in this movie. Now, was the movie visually impressive? Oh, yeah, it was. In fact, I'm not sure if you know this, but this entire movie was created digitally. It was all shot in downtown Los Angeles in a studio with all blue and green screen, so props to the kid actor for reacting to stuff. He was good at doing that, but not really good at acting in any other way, shape, or form. But the visual effects were a huge plus for this movie. Same with all the animals. They were all CG created, and they look pretty real to me. Now, the big thing about this movie is that it pays a lot of homage to the original 1967 animation. Sometimes it did it in really cool ways and in some other ways that I just didn't really think worked. Like sometimes you'll hear some of the original score from the animation. I thought that was really cool. But you know what I didn't like? The musical numbers in this movie. All 2 of them. I feel like these musical numbers were both shoehorned into this movie because if the Jungle Book movie didn't have it in there, that would be weird. Not only did they feel out of place, but they didn't sound good at all. That's just my opinion. I didn't like how they were done. The best musical song I heard in the movie was during the credits. So in the end, the Jungle Book had some really good visual effects. Some characters I felt worked and some I really felt didn't work. The musical numbers felt out of place and even the story had little bumps along the road I felt as well. But is it worth seeing? Yeah, it's worth seeing. You'll have some fun with it and I think kids will like it as well. So for the Jungle Book, I will say, wait until this movie's at a discount theater. Then go see it. So the Jungle Book, have you seen it and what did you think about it? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.